Turmacin, a very good product. When I did a little bit of study on this, I am very, it is very heartening, okay? I'm very encouraged that the science put into this product is really amazing. We are not talking about turmeric. So when you run away and start talking about turmeric, you miss the point because there are so many turmeric out there. And people will tell you, my food, forget about this. Wrong idea altogether. Okay? This is turmacin. And turmacin is not available in the turmeric as a food because it is not easy to absorb, not easy to break down in a food, in your body. We are talking about turmacin, and that is the formulation that we want to think about. So what exactly is that? Well, for our joint. Now, because we are talking about connective tissue. Organs are supported by the muscles, connective tissues that starts from your bones, because your bones is like the tree trunk, right? And then your organs that are hanging on the tree trunk or tree, right? So how are they supported? They are supported by, they do not grow out of your bones, as in the case of branch, right? But your organ, basically, half of your bone actually will determine the kind of diseases that we will have. Oh, it's only diabetes, nothing to do with bone. However, people who are diabetic have bone issues as well. Right? They are related because of the metabolism that happens, that is being affected. Right? So let's move on and talk about turmacin and how does it help. This product, the Atomy Turmacin MSM, actually is the Atomy Turmacin MSM selenium product. So don't forget about selenium, even though it is of a small amount. But this product is a combination of three very interesting, all of us do not take on a regular basis. That's why there's a lot of issues in the general population. So if we were to improve our bone health, our functionality, all right, the ability to move, we are talking about strength. And we are talking about range of motion. All that has to do with your ligaments, your tendons, and these are the connective tissues between the bones, the muscle, and your organs, right? So, when you use this product, what happens is that your bone health will increase. So this is a very specific product for the bones. It is not a general product, just like your foundation products. What are foundation products? Can anyone tell me? However, if you're an athlete, you generally already have strong bones. Perhaps if you are young and you are strong, you may not use MSM. To do with a bone issue takes 25 to 30 years. So now you want to improve your health of your bone, wait until you are 70, 80 years old. It takes long. So use it as preventive if you don't have any, or use it as a support. Because it does not remove, but it will relieve the symptoms, the friction, the limitation of movement, as well as the swelling. All right? Edema, the fluids accumulated at the joint, restricting the movement to protect you. But yet it becomes very uncomfortable, painful, and you cannot move much. Right? So how does the body handle all these things? Your Atomy Turmacin MSM will solve that issue for you because it has been researched that you take them 4 tablets with the key point, which is the coumatic acid, which is where your turmacin is. It gives you your coumatic acid, which is a little bit similar to the so-called blood thinning, to allow a better circulation, especially in your joint area in this case. Okay? So this is still useful for all of us because we are addressing the type in joint areas. Joint areas don't have much blood vessels, don't have a lot of, capillaries, the small blood vessel flowing in your joint. Your elimination organs, like your lung, your kidney, and all that, but not the bones. All right? So this is one of the best support the area of your joints and bones. And let's look at what do you have. Basically, in the morning, after food, you can take the 2 brown tablets. It's your turmeric selenium combination tablet. Take that. If you cannot remember or you want to help your consumers, customers, friends, remember how to take them. Remember, brown color is equivalent to your morning poop. You should think about your morning poop, okay? That's in the morning. If you don't want to talk about that and you're embarrassed, think about the white, which is your MSM tablet, only after dinner in the evening, because by then you will see the moon, white color. All right. So when you recognize these things, it's easier to remember after morning and after evening meal. Take that. It is formed together in a formulation that is able to deal with your joint problems such as pain, swelling, and restriction of movement. And it works in 2 ways. Anti-inflammation, which is the number one thing it does, and antioxidant, which is to protect the cell from aging and dying and malfunctioning prematurely. Right? So 2 key things it does for you. So when we talk about that, we therefore can see that the turmacin, now going into the 3 ingredient, the turmacin itself cannot be consumed through your turmeric powder. So when people say, I take turmeric powder, is that good enough? No, it's not good enough. It's a totally different story altogether. All right? And if you talk about the extract, well, you have all the papers there. It is a patent registered extraction because it is not a simple process extraction from the turmeric powder. It must be a cleverly formulated scientific process to extract the turmacin out of it. It is kosher, which is very high standard. It is halal certified, and the extraction method is rather proprietary. Okay, so that should give you the confidence of the turmacin that we are getting. And there are not many turmacin around in the market, frankly. So this is one of the key products that can be an introduction product if you are looking for symptomatic relief. Do you remember what is the other product that you can use for symptomatic relief as a foot in the door, so to speak, introduction of Atomy products to a new person? What is the other product that you can use? If you use probiotics, it will take a little while. If you take vitamin C, it may also take a little while. Omega-3, it may also take a little while. But what is that one product that when you take it, in my experience, in 20 minutes, you will see the symptomatic relief? The symptom. Do you know what product is that? It starts with an F word. Fine-zyme. Okay, so you should be carrying your fine-zyme with you all the time for a quick introduction, a foot in the door to someone new, so that they are able to experience the power of the Atomy products. This is the other one, MSM. Atomy Turmacin MSM. Basically, it gives relief in a matter of perhaps for some people 2 to 3 days, for some people 2 to 3 months, depending on the seriousness and the severity of their bone issues, right? But it relieves pain, which should be quite fast, and swelling, which is also fairly soon. So it is of the same level as your probiotics and vitamin C, whereby the effect can come out in a matter of just a few days. Right? So there you are, the same complicated process of extraction, whereby they use one of the sugar molecule known as a polysaccharides, and then they have to add it to the non-polysaccharide types of it. It is the same principle in hemohim. The exact 3 herbs put together, boiled over, separated. One part of it is further treated to break it down into a more complex formula, and then the original 50% portion. So it's act on one and add back together. Treat one, and the result add back to the main one. So that changes the structure and nature of the product itself. So it's not just about extracting turmacin, because some, brainy people will say, okay, I just take my turmeric and I extract my turmacin from there. Yeah, then you will tell him, good luck to you, because it is not a simple process. As you can tell from here, 600 kg of turmeric powder will only give you, just about 3 kg. All right, 600 gives you 3 kg. No, gives you less than 3 kg. Okay, so you know how difficult it is to extract the turmacin. Here in relief, joint friction, range of movement, the sounds in your joints, okay, the rubbing sounds in your joints, all these problems, can be reduced. Not a lot, but a good 37%. And effusion, which is a swelling, the accumulation of fluid, that's what is effusion. All right, that 100%. In other words, it will effectively remove the swelling. Okay, when you have a joint-related problem, such as an injury. Let's look at the second one, the MSM, which is a very important broad-based organic mineral in the body that has many, many functions throughout the body. So having MSM is a very good consideration, because most of us do not think about sulfur supplement, but MSM is actually over the, all right, suggesting the chemical component of this MSM, releasing the sulfur mineral that the body needs. Again, and you will find that despite just a regular small dose, Atomy the formulation, it is enough to bring, in this case, antioxidant effect for the body. So the turmacin is anti-inflammation, the MSM is antioxidant, right? So it is again a very reliable source that is registered with FDA, kosher certified. Now, not many products are kosher certified. To achieve require very, very high standard of manufacturing, right? Halal certification, and so that gives you the idea of the kind of quality to ensure you get the best deal. All right. All right. The company is subject to a high level of purification, which is not about making something less original and less organic, but the purification is to resist. All right, so this is another reason why Turmacin MSM is really worth our attention and our commitment to the use of that product, because it's also been subject, not this product, if I may add, but recognized in human tests to be able to the effect of improving our weak joint of selenium. But when I treat some of my cancer patients, I definitely must turn to selenium. Selenium is actually one of the key players when it comes to antioxidant. It is known as the blue magic, okay, magician. It is recognized as a miracle element. And these terms are not thought out by Atomy. These terms are already well known in the world about selenium. However, it is not easy to have selenium, right? And it's not generally promoted out there. But Atomy made it again to be able to include selenium in a good combination of Turmacin MSM. So in this case, when we talk about our joint health, then we are talking about basically all right, as well as chronic conditions related, such as the joints issue, the connective tissue issues. Okay, connective issue is considered as a system by itself. It is a whole. It is like your muscle system. It is like your circulation system. So the connective tissue is another system with the body made up of all the different types of collagen, all right, your ligament, your tendons, okay, that type of material in the body that holds our organs together. So that's the one that impact the movement of our. And you have autoimmune conditions, RA, but in this case OA, because it is related to the bones. The form of arthritis, in this case, is related to the bone. It has been known in the Korean history, cultural history, that they use a lot of MSM and turmacin, turmeric powder and stuff like that. So it's been well known that bone health is very important so that you do not suffer OA. And OA is a form of autoimmune condition. So you tell me it's not related. Your bone is related even to your immune system, because a lot of your sensory and a lot of the signaling in your immune capacity has to do also with your connective tissues. And therefore, the bone health is very, very important. Degenerative OA, in this case, they treat that as well to ensure that your bone is healthy and you have less of this form of arthritic condition. Okay. So finally, let's look at some precaution, and that is you may suffer some symptomatic discomfort, but I can assure you they are not life-threatening. You just need to pay attention and adjust how you eat it on a full stomach, so to speak, all right, and take it, let your body get used to it. Most times I tell people there is nothing wrong with supplement if you have a problem with a supplement. The problem lies where? Lies in you, okay? So your body has to be prepared for supplement, and so sometimes we need to adjust our way so that the body is able to handle the supplement that we are taking. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are hearing me, give it a very consideration to have a healthy joints, healthy bones, using the. Both are connected. Your Atomy shake impacts your body, which includes the weight that your bones have to shoulder. So now you add health to your bones, so both go hand in hand to be able to give you a much better body. And with that, thank you very much, everyone for listening. Please have a good time, 2021. Thank you.